All right, today's the day. We pulled the Harlequin Shrimp and Barnacle Blenny out of quarantine. I just did a large 10-gallon water change on my little 37 invertebrate tank here, and we're going to go over and look at the little quarantine tank and see how we're going to transfer these guys over. The Barnacle Blenny has been, and the Harlequin Shrimp have been in quarantine for a little over 30 days now. They were purchased on September 6th from Blue Zoo Aquatics, and they look fantastic. So let's get them moved over. All right, here's the quarantine tank. It's a little 6-gallon nano cube that I've had kicking around that I use from time to time for this and that. I think I'm going to take it to work this time and set it up there for a while I'm not using it as a quarantine. Anyways, the Barnacle Blenny and Harlequin Shrimp have been in for 30 days, and we're going to pull out about 85% of their water and start dripping in the main tank water directly. That'll also allow me to easily carry the nano cube across the living room. All right, so you can see we've taken about 60–70% of the water out of my little 6-gallon tank so that I can move it across the room. The Barnacle Blenny is going to be a little bit of a challenge because he's wedged into the rock, and I may have to just move the whole rock with him in it. We'll figure that out here in a minute. But right now I'm going to use this little Tupperware container, and I've rinsed it, washed it, rinsed it to grab some water and grab the Harlequin Shrimp because he's actually pretty easy to catch. And then we'll just drip irrigate. We'll drip acclimate the Harlequin Shrimp on the other tank, and starting that first. All right, so we turn the light off to get the intensity down on the tank, and we've moved the Harlequin Shrimp over here in his little Acclamation bucket. I caught him with my hand. He wasn't very happy about that. We're going to use airline tubing, and I'm draining a little bit of water through the airline tubing to make sure there's no fresh water left in the airline tubing after rinsing it out. Since we're dealing in such a low volume of water, we don't want any fresh water in with the Harlequin Shrimp. So now we're going to pull this off. Let's see if I can grab it here without making a mess. And pinch it off here, and we're just going to put this guy in there. And we'll drip him for a couple minutes, and then we'll stop it. And then we'll drip it for a couple minutes, and then we'll stop. All right, so we moved the Harlequin Shrimp to the bottom of the bucket, and he's just resting. I'm not dripping any water on him right now. He's just going to hang out for a minute, and then we'll drip a few more, ounces on him here in a second. And I brought the 6-gallon nano cube over. It was heavier than I expected. I do recommend caution when moving tanks with blocks and water. Manufacturer says don't. I say be careful. Anyways, we're going to start dripping water into the Barnacle Blenny. I can say, so it's been 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes, and we've been slowly overflowing the drip on the shrimp. We're just about ready to fill the Tupperware now. And I'm going to let it overflow for a little bit, and then we're going to let them chill. We're going to turn off the pumps on the tank, and we're going to distract Nemo and Hercules because they're a little aggressive, and try to place the shrimp somewhere where he can go hide real quickly. And then we're going to leave the pumps off for a minute and leave the lights off for a little while today. Wow, it's quiet without the pumps and lights and stuff on. Anyways, Harlequin Shrimp, I'm going to drain out as much water as I can without losing my shrimp, and that, because I don't want any of the quarantine water in there. I know it's been 30 days, they should be fine, but call me superstitious. And then we're going to just gently try to distract Nemo and plop this guy right over there onto the top of the reef and let him go find some starfish. He should be super stoked. There's thousands of those little starfish in here. He looks happy. Just the whole rock and do one quick move using the bucket to catch him if he jumps out. So we're going to gamble a little bit here, but what's life without gambling? All right, we got my evil assistant here helping me film this transition. Hopefully we don't see, what's his name? The Barnacle Blenny?
Yeah.
Bluto?
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't get Bluto jumping out of the tank. So let's go and grab the rock really carefully, and we'll watch. Maybe we'll get lucky and he'll come out of it. Nope. And we're just going to transfer him like this. Put the whole rock in the tank. Like that. And we don't want to smush him. He's down. I don't know. He's in this hole right there. Assuming he didn't. All right. I can see his little eyeballs right in there in the little hole. See him? Here he comes. There's Bluto the Barnacle Blenny in his new home. 37-gallon little, I don't know what to call it, nano reef invertebrate clownfish tank. He's doing awesome. And I haven't seen the Harlequin Shrimp. Oh, back there under the rock. You can't see him in the light. But anyways, that's moving Barnacle Blenny and Harlequin Shrimp from quarantine to the main tank. They've been in quarantine for 30 days. I recommend quarantine only in Idaho. Have a great week.